right, clap it up in here, y'all. Woo. Yes. It's Monday. And what that mean? 55 plus, the Lemonade Podcast. You know, us just getting together and talking about aging gracefully, you know, those types of things, you know. So I'm just glad to be here. I'm glad to be here with my two main men over here. You know, we got Mr. Al. Yes. And we got Mr. Daniels. Tell it like it is, Mr. Alabama. Yes. So, you know, all that, you know, just coming together. And y'all know me. I'm your host, Yolanda L. Robinson, and we're just coming out just to talk with you. So before I hand it over to the gentlemen, because I'm going to let them, you know, run this thing today, I'm going to just give a little quick commentary about the things that we have going on here at the Hub, because where we at, y'all? Hub 13. Yeah, so we want to thank the Hub for, you know, allowing us to be here to gather. You know, we have a lot of great things coming up, you know, for 2024. And I'm with it. I'm here for it all. I'm excited about it, you know. And so, but let me just say quickly, you know, with the 55 plus, we get together every Monday, you know, and we talk about things that are about us, you know, things that are related to what we deal with on a daily basis, or people we know that deal with, you know, certain things. You know, it could be from, you know, wanting certain things, eating, sleeping, all kinds of different things, traveling, you know, parking, you know, all types of things. So that's what we get together and we talk about. So we're coming out next month. We're going to be visiting another senior resident. So once a month we will be coming out. You know, yes, we're excited about that. You know, and to be invited out. We're excited about, you know, our in-studio guests that come. Hey, woo! Give it up for y'all. Yes, you know. So we're excited about that. We are also excited about April 29th, right? Monday, April 29th, 2024 will be our first annual kickoff of us gathering together, you know, the 55 plus, you know, listening to, you know, legacy music and things like that, just having a good time. So we're excited about that. So on April 29th, we are going to be getting together here at the Hub. You know, it's a day party, right? So we'll start at 4:20 and we'll be out of here by 8:49 the latest, you know what I mean? So we're going to have a good time. So tickets are only $25, you know, and they're going to go fast because people are already asking me, can they get tickets? I'm like, no, not yet. It hasn't formally been announced, you know. So we're formally announcing that on April 29th, we're getting ready to have our first senior spring ball here at the Hub. We've had them for many years, living a powerful life. And we're glad that we have a place where we're going to have it again, you know, where people are able to come out and relax and just be regular and have a good time, you know. So please, it's on a Monday. We're doing things different here. We have a good time on Mondays. Y'all like Mondays, right?
Yes.
Get the week started, right? So listen, I just wanted to let you all know, mark your calendars for April 29th. And I'm going to turn it over to the gentlemen so they can introduce themselves as only they can. But the questions that, you know, the topics we're going to be talking about is, why y'all not letting us use the bathroom still when we go to the store? You know what I mean? When we out shopping, y'all say the pandemic has been lifted and America's back open, but why the bathrooms not? Is it just me? Because I know sometimes when I go out to the store, I may have to go to the bathroom. But everywhere I go, they tell me if the bathroom is closed. The pandemic is over. Did the pandemic start in the bathroom? I don't know, but is it just me? I'm just saying. One of the things is, let us use the bathroom again. You want us to buy stuff out of your store, we're over 55. We may have to go to the bathroom. That's what I'm saying is, we have to do things that is conducive for everyone's living. When things change, it has to be able to be something for all of us. You know, you can't just do stuff, you know, but I'm going to just be quiet over here and drink my drink, you know, before I have to go to the bathroom. Because you could use the bathroom here at the Hub. Here you go, Mr. Al. Yes.
All right, my name is Monroe Larimore, and I just want to say it again. This is the greatest city. All we got to do is work together and solve one problem at a time. Not only visit the seniors' place, but go into the projects, talk to the kids, find out what is it that you need, what do you want. And if there's a problem for anyone, young or old, we just take care of one problem at a time. We don't need to complicate things. And we just want to blend in and be family to one and all. Okay.
All right.
My name is George Daniel. I hope y'all ready for this.
Close to your mouth, brother. Close to your mouth.
What we need to do as black people, we need to come back home. We just had a celebration for Dr. Martin Luther King. If I'm wrong, I wish somebody would call me and correct me. I don't know any black organization that had anything for Dr. King. Black, I'm talking about black now. Mm-hmm. That had anything honoring Dr. King. If you did, then you didn't do a good job of advertising. Black people need to come back home. Dr. King was a historical person. He wasn't a one-day man. I know because I marched with him. Dr. King was not a one-day man. And we talk about it, we talk more about rappers than we do our leaders. We have some civil rights leaders that the average black person don't even know. Ruby Bridges was 6 years old, 6 years old, being escorted to school by federal marshals at 6 years old. We had Fannie Lou Hamer, Miss Fannie Lou Hamer, I apologize, from Mississippi, fought hard in the civil rights movement. Her name is never mentioned. We talk about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was strong in the civil rights movement. But then there's Claudette Colvin, the young lady that was 15 years old that refused to give up her seat on the bus. She was 9 months ahead of Rosa Parks. To me, she is the hero because she was the first one at that time. But she didn't fit the image because she was 15 and pregnant. So that took away from her, which was not right. So let's just set the book right. Let's set it straight. Wow. Now, here's a lot of other things. We had his name called. You never hear his name called. Thurgood Marshall worked wonders for black people in the courtroom. You never hear his name called. But you hear rappers' name called daily. You hear comedians, filthy talking comedians' name called daily. You hear movie stars. Once these people get money, they don't come to the black neighborhood. They don't spend money in the black neighborhood. All they do is sit on podcasts and talk bad about our people, especially our women. I guess they forgot they got sisters and mothers and aunties. But it's time for black people to have a Back to Jesus meeting.
Come on.
With only black people. Because we have too many other people with influence in our people that's not got to keep our people from doing the work for us that they should be doing. Our politicians don't care anything about us. Cory Booker is more concerned with making sure that Israel have everything that it needs to fight with. Wow. But Cory Booker didn't fight too hard to get the George Floyd bill passed. He didn't fight too hard for anything for black people. Reparations, you don't even talk about reparations. Clyde Cable from South Carolina, Claiborne. That's Biden right-hand man. He's not fighting for it. Who right? I would just like for somebody to tell me who black in America is speaking for black people.
Wow. That's like dropping the mic. That's like dropping the mic. Let me do that mic real quick before you take it over, Mr. Al. So this is, I just want to let Mr. I call him Mr. Alabama. Let them know, thank you, because this is our third week now talking about Dr. King, talking about these things. And you just came in because you always come in and knock it out the park for us. You know what I mean? And I want to say that people need to understand there has to be a witness to things that we go through. And he is a witness. He's a living witness. And I thank God for the 55 plus because we're able to bring information that's not in the textbooks.
Amen.
You understand what I'm saying? We've been able to bring the people that's actually went and walked and talked. I had an opportunity for the 50-year reunion of Dr. Martin Luther King passing. I got a chance to stay on the Alex Haley Farm where they filmed the movie's Roots and where he wrote the book Roots at. And I thank God I was able to be with Mary Elderman Wright. And y'all know she was real tight with Dr. King. You know, all of those people, I got a chance to be there with them. And I owe it to one young lady who saw it not robbery to send me there on a mission to find out information, right? And when I got the text, my mother passed away January 23rd, 123. When I got the text, it was 123. It was 1:23 in the morning when I got this text saying, hey, I want you to go and represent, right? And I want to say publicly, and I've said it many times before, but I want to also say it again because in 2024, it's truth telling. It's telling you where it really came from. And Pastor Karen, you know, from Westminster Presbyterian Church, she sent me to be there, to learn and walk with these people and talk. So when I hear Mr. Alabama talk about that, I know. I was there and I met these amazing people. And like he said, we don't talk about it enough. But I thank God for the 55 plus because guess what? They gonna talk about it. And they got time today. That's why I be like, let me just get the mic. Let me just turn up the mic because I want people to be able to hear you because I've heard people, trust me, I've gotten every inbox, everything y'all said about the lighting, you can't hear, all kind of stuff. I heard it. And we're there with you. But please, let's hear some more from these gentlemen.
All right. What I want to say is that we all need to be a witness to what's going on in our society because every time you say something, a white person comes along and rearranges the furniture. So that we need to make sure that if it's a legal matter, if it's like the young girl at the Black Leadership Conference, she said, we're silently screaming for help, but nobody hears us. We need to be there for the young girls and the young fellas, and we need strong men. I admired Frederick Douglass because he was strong. He wasn't an ass kicker, put it like that. I don't mean to cuss, but we need strong men. We need not wimps. We need to stand up. If you're hurting, still stand up. Fight back.
It's just a sad day. It's really a sad day. All the things that we used, myself, this is me, George Daniels from Alabama talking. For me, integration destroyed us. I'm going to tell you why it destroyed us. They had the Negro League. And when Jackie Robinson went to play baseball with the Brooklyn Dodgers, that destroyed the Negro League because after that, they took all the best black players and put them in the major leagues. So everybody said, oh, that's a wonderful thing. They going to the major league. But it was a bad thing because it killed the Negro League. And the Negro League was owned by black owners. That's who owned the Negro League.
The power.
So that's just killed it. Then, when they opened up the restaurants, we left our restaurant to go sit next to somebody that didn't want to sit with us.
Don't get my show shut
This
down.
is the part that I don't understand. Like all these guys fighting to get to go to Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi to play football for those teams. They didn't want them. They don't want them now as students, but they want them as football and basketball players.
Tell it.
I know because I was there when they was fighting. I know all about this. They didn't want them there. They did everything under the sun to keep them from going to the school. And what a lot of people don't know, William Monroe and James Hood was not the first two blacks to go to the University of Alabama. Arthurine Lucy was the first black person to enroll into the University of Alabama. And they used some technicality to put her out. We had some great black lawyers in Birmingham. We had some great black lawyers in Montgomery. that came to Birmingham because the people was tired. See, things don't get done till the people get tired.
That's right. That's right.
And when Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm tired of being tired. See, the reason I love Miss Fannie Lou Hamer is because they done some dirty thing in the book to her. But she kept right on fighting.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
President Johnson went on the air during this convention. The president, when they was having a Democratic convention, to keep Fannie Lou Hamer's speech on the Democratic convention floor. He went on the air, so all the networks turned to him. And all he announced was something that's going to happen 10 years. All they wanted to do was discredit her because they was afraid of her speech. They weren't afraid of Dr. King's speech. They was afraid of Miss Fannie Lou Hamer's speech.
Wow.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Yeah, so the other thing I said already last week was that, you know, Martin Luther King was the type of man, he could go in a pool room and just play pool and relax with everybody. We need to be able to relax around each other, be real family, and not be fearful, not be, pretentious, or some people just try to be like, I went to an NACP meeting, and the brother just seemed like he was performing. You know, this is a serious situation. You don't get in there and act like you're an actor on a stage. You know, you got to be for real, because the problems that we're dealing with, it's not, it's real. So we just got to be ourselves, be real, and not be afraid to speak up. So many of us are like little sheep. My mother showed me a picture of her relatives on the reservation, and in front of them were tall white men with their hat turned up on the side. They were soldiers, police officers, soldier cops. And behind them were Indians looking all meek and every damn thing like that. And the teepees were all close together. They were like living like animals in a cage. Many of us are living like caged animals. We're so afraid to stand up. We got to fight back, and we got to fight together.
Yes. Thank you. I just want to thank you both so very much, because y'all give a wealth of information. You know, are y'all full? Y'all full? Absolutely. I think we did a good job today, right? Keep it up for that. Listen, I'm your host, Yolanda L. Robinson. Y'all know the two gentlemen right here, Mr. Alabama, Mr. Al. Listen, they put it down today, and I hope y'all stay tuned and keep an eye out for us, because on April 29th, we're going to have our first senior spring ball, and we want everyone to come out. Put your clothes on, because we're going to do a legacy tribute to all the greats, and we're going to just have a grand old time. All right, you'll hear more about that, but it's your girl Yolanda L. Robinson with who?
Al Larimore.
George Daniel.
Yes, we'll talk with you soon. Bye. Thank you. We at Hub 13.